We are Cactus Wrestling. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos.
Cactus Wrestling is now available on Spotify and Amazon. And don't forget to check us out on Etsy for all of your Cactus Wrestling apparel needs.
We're still waiting on our buddy Mike Gabordi for the Cactus Wrestling intro theme song. So
it's been a long wait. He has been working very diligently,
and the fans they're clamoring for it.
Yeah. He the musical stylings of Michael Gabordi.
Yeah, we need it. The fans need it.
The world needs it.
Anyway, Cactus Wrestling presents preseason rankings, 149 pounds. This has got to be one of the tougher weight classes, I think, coming into. Even though 41 has two returning national champions. Boom, 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 boom. You should have a sound effect to that. Even though 41 has two former champions, this weight class, I feel like the depth is just crazy. There's probably 8 different guys that could potentially win this weight class. Let's get into it.
There's depth, but
so
I don't know about 8 that could win it. It's not like 125 of last year.
It could be though.
I don't think it's. I mean, there is a lot of depth. It's just I don't think it's that up for grabs.
Well, let's see. So starting off at the top, the reigning champion, Caleb Henson, rightful number 1. Now, why I say 8 different guys could win this weight class. Caleb Henson has a loss from Jackson Arrington last year.
Yep.
At the ACC finals.
Yep.
Arrington, we have as number 10.
Arrington would never take first. That would be laughable.
But that's what I'm saying. Henson could get taken down by someone else, and then that would bring in a new champion.
Okay.
But 30-2, 2-time All-American. Henson dominated Austin Gomez in the finals. It really wasn't close. I mean,
yeah, he did.
He deservingly so. Second ever Virginia Tech champion alongside Mekhi Lewis. Do I think he's going to repeat? No.
What?
No disrespect, but I think this weight class has insane amount of depth.
Wow. Do I think he's going to repeat? Absolutely not.
No. Well, hey, you can't even laugh at that because number 2 here, Shane Van Ness, you had in your way too early video to win it all.
And
so
I stand by that.
Then why are you laughing?
Because you said there's no way Caleb Henson's going to win. You're just the returning champ. 0 chance.
I didn't say 0. I say, do I think he's going to repeat?
Okay.
And I say no. He's going to All-American.
I think Shane Van Ness has got this way.
Yeah, I also disagree with that. Shane Van Ness is great. I don't bet against Penn State. I mean, we have it as number 2.
What is NWCA All-Star Classic record? 1-0.
What does that have to do with ranking?
It holds a lot of weight with Mike.
Oh, yeah.
Especially when it comes to Greg Kirkfleet against Clyde Hendrickson.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Van Ness is going to be back and better than ever.
Who do we have in the All-Star Classic for this weight class? It's Ty Waters, right? Versus Van Ness?
No. Yes.
Yeah. Ty Waters, Van Ness.
Yeah.
Yeah, that actually could be a good weight class because we were just looking at highlights from Ty Waters pinning Kyle Parko. He had a 70% bonus record last year. Ty Waters, we have number 3. He's the returning 4th now. Shane Van Ness, 3rd place from 2 years ago. Mind you, though, when he took 3rd place, he had let's pull it up. I don't want to, spread misinformation.
He went on a nice run to the semis, lost to Yanni, and then won 2 more.
Yeah, but going into that, he was like the number 16 seed or maybe 12 or something. He was not pegged to perform that well. He had 7 losses. Not. He was 24-7. He had losses throughout the season to Max Murin twice. Sammy Sasso he lost to. Oh no, Murin 3 times. Austin Gomez and Pinheiro Johnson. He lost to Max Murin 3 times. Sammy Sasso,
I guess Max Mirren just had his number. That's all.
and Pinero Johnson. Those were his losses throughout the season.
And now he's better than ever.
I mean, he was 3-0 last year with 3 pins. He didn't really wrestle
Let's see if he got injured.
anyone too.
Well, he
High
won the
caliber.
NWCA All-Star Classic. He beat Parko.
Yeah, I mean, I don't doubt that Van Ness will return to form. It's just, injury. Is he back to 100%? Probably. But remains to be seen. We'll learn a lot from this All-Star match for sure. Now, number 4 is where.
Oh, did we talk about 3?
Well, he talked about Ty Waters a little bit. Yeah, I mean, he pinned Kyle Parker last year.
That was big.
He's in the NCAA All-Star Classic. The second highest returner from this weight class. So there's an argument to have him as number 2 even.
No, because Van Ness is there.
Well, it's whoever wins that match should be number 2.
But they don't count that into the rankings. They don't factor that in.
But why would you put Van Ness above Waters?
Because he's a returning third.
From 2 years ago?
That's not that dissimilar from Alirez being number 1, or should be number 1.
Yeah, why are you giving weight to 2 years ago? It's like, what have you done for me lately?
Well,
they do it in freestyle, last point score.
Can't wait to see where we put AJ, huh?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, AJ Ferrari. So Cannon Webster, we have as number 4, and I know you're thinking, "Wow, that's high. Who the heck is this guy?" Maybe. Well, he's a freshman for Illinois. His only loss last year in his redshirt season was to Ty Waters,
Convenient.
4-2. I think this weight class is wide open, and I think there's
gonna talk about how deep it is.
Yes, it's deep in the sense that there are 8 guys that I think could make a run for it.
Wide open for the depth.
Yeah,
guys.
I'm crediting the depth of this.
Okay. I mean, yeah, definitely an up and coming talent. I mean, Illinois is overdue for having someone really good. So
he has wins over Caleb Bracci and Dylan D'Amelio from last year.
he can beat an All-American.
Yeah, I mean, really high talented wrestler for Illinois. Maybe it might be a smidge high, but
we're confident
right now. Anthony Echemendia for Iowa State is number 5. I know that this way it's going to get some controversy. We have him above Kyle Parko, although they both took 5th place last year. Different weight classes. Parko has been the guy at 49 for the past 4 seasons.
This has now got that in-state rivalry.
Now, this is a big storyline because Iowa versus Iowa State, now that Kyle Parko is at Iowa, they're going to wrestle off in the duel, hopefully.
I mean, Echemendia goes for these high-profile guys. He lost to Real Woods twice. Should have beat him the first time, but lost to Real Woods twice. And now he's got Parko for that Cy-Hawk duel.
Now, I already know what you're going to say to this, but do you think Parko improves or regresses at Iowa?
There's no way he improves. There's no way.
No love.
He has a ceiling of 5th place at Iowa. There's no way he's going to get higher than 5th.
I mean, we have him ranked as number 6.
Yeah, that's true. Because Echemendia will place higher than him.
Do you think Parko, if he rematched against Ty Waters, he would win?
No.
He was winning going into the 3rd period.
Yeah, I know. It was 3-2. I mean, 12 seconds to go in the match, and he decided to go to his back and get pinned. But no. I don't think Parko improves upon anything.
I mean, we do know that Parko lost to Van Ness and probably wouldn't beat him.
I mean, the only thing he did improve upon was, I think, prior to beating Ridge Lovett, he didn't before that.
We know that Kyle Parko is destined for 4th to 8th because he's done it the past 4 seasons.
Yes.
And I'd be hard-pressed to think that listen, this guy's onto his 3rd school. He was at, I think, what?
Yeah.
Was it not Boise? It was Fresno.
Fresno
State.
Fresno first.
Fresno, then he went to Arizona State, and now he's at Iowa getting that payday.
Yeah, he is.
So Parko's at 6. Caleb Larkin, my pick for the way too early champion. Yes, you heard that right. Champion. And maybe I'm putting too much stock into the Bill Ferrell where he won that tournament.
Maybe a little bit into his freestyle accolades. I did that with Ragusin a few years ago, and he did nothing. I did that with Carter Young a few years ago because he beat some national champs in freestyle, but then he didn't. He's yet to do anything. So
Yeah, but Caleb Larkin is a legacy talent at Arizona State.
so Caleb Larkin,
His
maybe
father
is,
won the Hodge.
Father's done. Well, maybe Caleb. Yeah, maybe he's destined for more.
The only reason I think he's at 7 is because there's maybe a chance that he's at 57 this year. Although Arizona State's roster says he's at 149, I think regardless of which way, he's a tall, lanky wrestler. I think he could fill out into 57.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless of which weight, I think he's going to be an All-American this year.
Yeah, probably gonna be in the mix. Yeah.
Ridge Love at number 8. What are we thinking?
Woo. Number 1 all year, all the way.
All the way until he semi-slid.
Oh,
And
yeah,
he only lost to the champion, Caleb Henson, 1-0.
Yeah,
So, like I was saying from the start,
and then mentally he just fell apart after that.
this weight class is wide open. I could see Ridge Lovett making the finals this year, no problem.
He could.
Do you think Ridge beats Shane Van Ness?
No.
Do you think anybody beats Shane Van Ness?
Well, considering I picked him to win it, no.
Look at this guy supporting Penn State. What?
Considering I picked Van Ness as the champ.
What?
No, the only guy that maybe would be Etchemandia.
Mate, what? Etcheman did not the returning champion.
Yeah, no, maybe Etchemandia because Etchemandia is really good on his feet.
Shane Van Ness has a gas tank, but reminder that during the NCAA tournament, who's the guy from Indiana? He was losing
From Gar?
Rooks.
Oh, Rooks.
Rooks was beating him by like 7 or 8, and then Van Ness climbed his way back. He was behind like every single
Yeah,
match.
that would have been a wild. That was Ramos.
Yeah, that was Ramos. He was losing versus Trombley, got like a last minute takedown.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was every single match that year.
So I don't know. It's just he's so far removed. It's tough to
Not that far.
I mean,
One season.
that's a long time, especially after injury.
Okay. I mean, I can't wait till we talk about AJ because he's even further removed.
Yeah. Ridge Love at 8, but I think he's definitely destined to All-American. Lachlan McNeil is coming up with Ekmandia from 141. McNeil, 24-7 for UNC, 6th place last year, 4th the year before. He beat Real Woods. I actually called that match. 2-time All-American. I do think that he could find a way into All-American this year, although I do think this is a tougher weight class than 141 in terms of the depth, not the high. Like 141, it's a three-headed monster, I think.
Yeah. No, it definitely is.
This one, I can't.
Cerberus.
I wouldn't know which 3 to pick that are leaps and bounds ahead. I'd maybe put Henson, maybe Van Ness down here, and then everyone else like between those lines. Not Van Ness on the bottom, but I don't know. Do you think Lachlan McNeil gets it done?
I think he'll probably All-American despite us not
Wow.
putting him as an All-American. He's done it every season he's been around.
Yeah.
Which
I mean,
is
we're
32
putting a lot of
seasons.
stock into these freshmen.
True.
Jackson Arrington, number 10. He is rightfully at the round of 12 spot alongside Chance Lamer, who is also a 2-time round of 12. I hope they go the Mickey Philippi route and do 4-time round of 12.
Come on.
Or sorry, I wish they don't do that. That's brutal.
You don't wish that upon
Just
them?
like I was I was a college wrestler, but you can never say I was an All-American. It's like, what are you gonna say? I was a round of 12. It's like,
Four-time, one win away.
yeah. That's rough. Arrington, though, has a win over Henson. He's a tough wrestler, NC State. Now,
But
I mean,
then again, that was at the ACC finals. I think maybe NC State peaks then.
yeah, I do think so. They usually win the ACCs.
It's a point of pride for them. They win the ACCs and they lose the nationals.
Now, we talked about this in another video, kind of off topic, because Tyler Casack was the guy for Penn State at 149 last year. Van Ness versus Casack. Who wins that match?
Van Ness.
If this was Casack returning to this weight class, where would you rank him?
Casack?
Probably number 2, right? Because he was the
No.
returning third. No, what do you mean? You have Van Ness number 2. He beat Ty Waters for third. Casack.
Yeah, I know, but
This guy hates Casack.
I was gonna say
Just wait for
I was
57.
gonna probably say like 4, 5.
4 or 5? Below Waters?
I mean, I guess it's hard to make the argument.
You would
below
probably
Waters.
put Cannon Webster and Caleb Larkin above just to put Casack as number 4.
Actually, I can't really put him like below Waters. So I'd have to have Casack ahead of Waters. In which case, he'd either have to be 2 or I'd have to have a different number 2.
Kyle Parko.
No way, Parko, please.
This guy used to love Parko.
Yeah, well, Parko, he's
done him dirty,
he's
I
done,
guess.
yeah, he's done me dirty.
Drop your comment down below. I don't think we ever really got a solidified answer. Van Ness versus Casack.
Oh, Van Ness,
Not
for
that
sure.
not that it matters, but I think Casack would beat him. But
No way.
well, obviously
No
we don't
way.
agree.
What does Mike think?
I think he said Casack.
Did he?
What did Eamon think?
Eamon, yeah.
Yeah.
Eamon, we want you in the comments.
All right, number 12, Dylan D'Amelio, round of 12 last year, All-American at 141 2 seasons ago, took 8th place.
And that was a miracle run for him.
I mean, not really. He took round of 12 going up a weight class
Yeah,
last year.
But
I mean, he did have 13 losses, but that's that Big Ten schedule. I think he's on the periphery looking out.
Yeah.
Like I think that's gonna be a tough. The guys above him are I think just a tier higher.
Then D'Amelio.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he could beat Lamer.
13 losses last
I think
year.
it's reasonable to think that he could beat Lamer or Arrington.
Well, they did swap matches last year.
Like-
D'Amelio and Arrington.
Yeah, like those 2 are the most D'Amelio I would rank right now is 10.
Yeah. Ty Whalen for Princeton, we have as honorable mention. He did beat Kyle Parko last year.
Flex on that.
So, like I said, this weight is crazy. And Ivy League has their own conference this year, so he
Oh,
could
yeah,
be
that's
an
gonna be
Ivy League
interesting.
champion, which means that he'll probably get a high seed because it's a conference champion.
Right.
That's going to have some serious implications for seeding
Yeah, that's true.
with the new conference because they love to award conference
Yeah.
titles. Jaden Abbas is honorable mention, round of 12.
He's not going to All-American,
He was round of 12 last year, though.
but he's not going to.
He's at the ACC this year.
That's great for him. I love that.
ACC is going to be tough. They got Caleb Henson, Lachlan McNeil, Jackson Arrington, and Abbas.
So they'll probably have 4 out of 7 go.
Yeah. Pitt usually has someone decent most of the time. Jordan Williams.
That's an interesting change.
That is Oklahoma State last year, round of 16. He was injured, rumored that potential not going to wrestle, and then he won some matches at Nationals, got into some off the mat trouble,
Yeah.
and transferred to Little Rock.
Heyo.
Good pickup for Little Rock.
Yeah,
He's
Little
only a
Rock.
sophomore.
Yeah, I mean, he joins Stephen Little and Nasir Bailey in the potential hunt.
Little Rock is going nowhere. I mean, or not.
They're going
No,
nowhere. Where'd
I
you
meant
go?
they're not going away. They're staying. They're here to stay. Like they're going nowhere. They're going to be around. Good save. Colin Riobito's the last one, redshirted last year, national qualifier round of 16 in his past Northern Iowa senior to round out the field here. So I think this is probably going to be one of the tougher weight classes. I mean, how many returning All-Americans do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
7, 8.
7, 8.
Well, 8.
Well, if you
9.
count prior years, I mean, I'm talking about just last year.
Well,
You got guys coming up from 41.
Well, that means you're not counting Van Ness as one. If you're not counting last year.
And then you got some talented freshmen coming in. So
Yeah.
not every weight class
Makes for a fun
can
weight
have
class.
an impact freshman every year. What I'm interested about is that if you look at the years, there's only 2 seniors in the top 10. So this is going to be a fun weight class, assuming everyone stays at this weight class for years to come.
That's true. Especially
You're only losing Lovett and Parco.
Right. And D'Amelio.
Well,
But he's
D'Amelio's
not
not in the top 10, yeah.
Yeah. Fair.
So who do you think is going to win this? I mean, we each have 2 guys that's not even in our number 1 rankings winning this week. I have Larkin. He has Van Ness. I think Mike has Van Ness probably. I think he said Van Ness.
I think so.
Or no, he said K-Sac maybe. I don't know. You're going to have to check it out, that video. It's a good video. Way too early. NCAA picks. We did that a few months ago. And then commenters are like, IL's not even at that weight class. I'm like, that's why it's called way too early. So we don't know. That's why it's fun. Anyway, drop a comment down below.
Do we know?
Yeah. All it takes is 1 correct pick for us to look like geniuses.
Yeah. Or everyone's going to comment on these morons.
Yeah, we're used to that. drop a comment down below. Let us know who you think is going to win 149 and what you think of our rankings here and how these freshmen are going to do, Cannon Webster and Caleb Larkin, and if there are any other impact freshmen that you see making a splash. Let us know in the comments down below, and thanks again for watching Cactus Wrestling.
Thanks for watching. We are Cactus Wrestling, and we'll see you next time on our next video.